I might not love your necklace or your outfit, but I'm just trying to support you because, whatever you like.
Kim Kardashian is one of the most powerful women in the world, but even power cannot protect a mother's heart. In recent weeks, explosive rumors claim North West has chosen to live with Kanye West, leaving Kim devastated. Sources say Kim broke down in tears, reportedly whispering, "I lost my daughter." Today, we break down what sparked these rumors, the real tensions behind the scenes, and why this situation is far more emotional than it looks. Before we dive into what's happening now, we need to rewind and understand how we got here. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West were once Hollywood royalty. Their relationship looked untouchable, built on fame, fashion, music, and a shared vision of legacy. Together, they welcomed 4 children, with North West becoming the most visible symbol of their family. But when the marriage collapsed, it didn't end quietly. The divorce opened the door to years of tension, public arguments, and deeply personal disagreements played out in front of millions. While their divorce was finalized, their emotional separation as parents never truly settled, especially when it came to North. And that's where our story really begins. So who exactly is North West in all of this? Because understanding her is key to understanding why this situation has become so complicated. North West is not just a celebrity child. She is outspoken, creative, and already stepping into the spotlight. Kanye has repeatedly described North as his legacy, while Kim has worked to balance her daughter's exposure with structure and boundaries. Over time, North's closeness with Kanye became more visible. Public appearances, studio sessions, fashion shows, and music projects all showed a father and daughter bond that felt intense and deeply personal. For Kim, this bond was beautiful, but also frightening, because it often came with decisions she could not control. As North grew older, she began expressing her own preferences, her own style, her own opinions, and increasingly, those preferences seemed to align more with Kanye's world than Kim's carefully structured environment. But there was one specific moment that changed everything between Kim and Kanye. One decision that broke whatever fragile peace they had managed to maintain. One of the biggest cracks in Kim and Kanye's co-parenting relationship came when Kanye released music involving North without Kim's approval. Kim reportedly tried to block the release, saying she was protecting her daughter from adult controversies and unsafe associations. Kanye, on the other hand, framed it as artistic freedom and a father supporting his child's talent. This moment shifted everything. Private disagreements became public battles. Messages leaked. Fans took sides. And from that point on, rumors of custody changes began spreading faster than facts. The trust between them, already fragile, completely shattered. And that set the stage for what was about to explode online. Which brings us to the rumor that has everyone talking. The claim that has Kim's fans defending her and Kanye's supporters pushing back. The story that might not even be fully true, but has caused real emotional damage regardless. Social media exploded with claims that North had officially moved in with Kanye. Videos, posts, and fake quotes circulated, suggesting North had chosen her father and that Kim was left heartbroken. Some accounts claimed Kim cried behind closed doors, saying she felt like she lost her daughter. While no official confirmation supports a full custody change, the emotional impact of these rumors was massive. In the court of public opinion, perception often feels more real than truth, and Kim became the center of a heartbreaking narrative. People began analyzing every photo, every social media post, every public appearance. Where was North? Who was she with? What did her choices mean? The speculation became a wildfire that neither Kim nor Kanye could control. But what's really happening behind the scenes? What is Kim actually going through while all of this plays out in public? Kim has openly admitted that parenting 4 children largely on her own has been exhausting. She has described nights where she feels overwhelmed, unsupported, and emotionally drained. While she maintains a strong public image, those close to her say the situation with North has been the most painful. Kim is not just losing control over decisions, she is losing moments. Moments she cannot get back. For a mother who built her entire identity around family, that loss feels personal and devastating. Every time North chooses to spend time with Kanye instead of her, every time North defends her father in an argument, every time North expresses excitement about Kanye's projects, Kim feels it. She feels the distance growing, and there's nothing she can do to stop it without potentially pushing North even further away. Now, it's important to understand that this story has 2 sides, and Kanye's perspective is very different from what you might expect. From Kanye's side, the story looks very different. He has repeatedly said he feels pushed out of his children's lives. He believes his influence is minimized and his voice ignored. His closeness with North is, in his mind, proof that she understands him in a way others do not. Kanye sees himself as a protector, a creator, and a guide. But his unpredictable behavior and public controversies complicate everything. What feels like love to him often feels like instability to others. Kanye genuinely believes he's fighting for his right to be a father, to be present, to shape his children's lives. He sees Kim's boundaries as restrictions that keep him from his kids. And in North, he sees a daughter who gets him, who wants to be around him, who appreciates his creativity and vision. The problem is that both parents believe they're doing what's best for North, but they're moving in completely opposite directions. And if all of this wasn't complicated enough, there's another player in this story that's made everything exponentially worse: the Internet. The Internet turned a private family struggle into a global spectacle. Fake quotes spread faster than real statements. Edited clips created false narratives. Headlines exaggerated emotions into absolute outcomes. The phrase, "I lost my daughter," became viral because it captured fear, not because it was verified. In reality, Kim has not publicly said those exact words, but emotionally, many believe she feels them. This is how modern celebrity tragedies are born. Not from facts alone, but from amplified emotion. Every platform became an echo chamber of speculation. TikTok videos with millions of views claiming to have inside information. Twitter threads breaking down every detail of Kim and Kanye's past arguments. Instagram gossip pages posting screenshots that may or may not be real. The truth became irrelevant. The narrative became everything. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, there's a real family struggling with real pain. Which raises a bigger question about what happens when you try to co-parent under the most intense spotlight imaginable. High-profile co-parenting is brutal. Every disagreement becomes news. Every decision is judged. Every child's emotion is analyzed by strangers. Kim and Kanye are not just parents, they are brands, and that makes compromise even harder. North growing older and expressing her own preferences adds another layer of complexity. This is no longer just about custody papers. It is about identity, influence, and control in a world that never looks away. The ending to this story hasn't been written yet. And honestly, it might never have a clean resolution. But if there's any hope for this family, it lies in choosing compassion over conflict and putting their daughter's well-being above everything else. This is not just a celebrity story. It is a reminder that behind fame and fortune, real families still break, struggle, and heal. Subscribe for more real stories behind the headlines.